Ja, wir ziehen uns mal das Star Citizens Gamecom 2017 Expansion rein von Brother Gamer. Solange wie wir warten. Das sollte nochmal schnell umswitchen. Und nochmal zum Anfang bitte.
Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I want to talk about a mixture of
Monitor
predictions
Leute.
for Star Citizen at Gamescom that's coming shortly, and what I'd like to see there, as well as a couple of bits on the next concept sales as well. So, concept sales, Tumbril, Buggy, concept sale. We know that a Buggy is the next concept sale, and that's likely to be within the next couple of weeks, I suspect, as well. And we've had "What is the Tumbril" written on a whiteboard by Ben, suggesting that it's a name of the Buggy, or it's the manufacturer, or it's its purpose, or a variant of it. But after that, we will see a concept sale, very likely, I suspect, for the 600i, and that will be at the end of August, towards Gamescom's time. Possibly at Gamescom, and it makes sense because they like to do ship sales at these Gamescom events, and we're likely to have a ship sale in general with lots of the limited ships coming back. They might sell them in a specific way or order, like every day is a different manufacturer, and at the end of the sale period, when they have all the ships available. Expect something quirky, some cool little videos, and around that time as well. 3.0 should be going live around that time as well, so at Gamescom I suspect to see a live build. It makes sense for them from a marketing perspective, and that new Buggy that we've just said, the Tumbril or whatever the hell it's going to be called, may be ready for 3.0 as well. Also, there is likely to be a free flight period during that time, allowing players to try the game for free and all players to try a new selection of ships. With the release of 3.0 currently planned around Gamescom, I suspect that we will also see, at the Gamescom kind of presentation and showcase, a kind of vertical slice of some cool gameplay from 3.0. So expect to see people playing 3.0 as a big group and that sort of jazz, some of the stuff that we can do in 3.0. But it won't just be that. I also suspect that we will see some gameplay of 3.1 and beyond. Things to expect are mining mechanics, lots of other random game mechanics, but also planetary landings, actually on planets with lots of complex ecosystems, probably some quite diverse ones, ground to air and ground to space combat, static defences on the ground, more about structures on the ground, more about bases, NPCs fighting on the ground, and that sort of jazz as well. Squadron 42 stuff. So typically Squadron 42 stuff is for CitizenCon, but because they missed the vertical slice for CitizenCon last year, it seems reasonable that we might see some Squadron 42 Episode 1 stuff at Gamescom. Basically, I would like to see an announcement of it on the schedule report, so, and we'll come to the more schedule report stuff in a second actually, or what's the now evolved vertical slice. I'd love to see the vertical slice at Gamescom, that would be amazing. And maybe an actor character reveal. We recently saw a pixelated actor in an ATV, and I think it would be quite plausible for that to be because we're going to see him at Gamescom, or his role or something maybe. I think the dream, and I would be living on a prayer, would be them to announce a date or start a marketing campaign for Squadron 42. That would be amazing. Unlikely, but we'll see. More major things that are a possibility as well. Fleet, capital ship battles, that sort of stuff. We know that they've been working on big ships, and we know that a lot of them are ready or near ready, like the Idris, Javelin, Bengal, Vandal ones, lots more besides. They're all ready for Squadron 42 or getting ready for it. The issue for them not being in the persistent universe is that they need object container streaming and better netcode and some of the other optimizations in, which will be coming with 3.1 and 3.2. In an enclosed environment, though, such as Gamescom, we could potentially see some capital ship combat, as well as some generally new big ships that we haven't seen before, and some cool stuff like that. I'd love to see capital ship combat. That would be literally amazing. Lots of new ships and vehicles. On my studio tour, I saw lots of new ships and vehicles and weapons coming along and heard stuff about them. So I suspect we will see some stuff like that at Gamescom. Maybe gadgets for some of the other things like Star Marine and first-person shooter types on the ground stuff. Roadmaps. So, CIG are terrible with dates, or at least overly optimistic. I love the schedule reports they put out, though. That they are the internal dates. We get to see a cross-section of what they plan. I want to see more of their internal structure and then building that game like that. That very raw overview of this is what we've got planned then. We might not get it then, but this is the target. I want to see much more flexible roadmap. We've got the planned with 3.0, we've got that Delta patcher, which potentially would allow them to do patches kind of whenever they want. They don't have to wait for giant, like, loads and loads of content. They can release content very quickly if they want to. So I'd like to see a flexible roadmap talking about all the major mechanics that they want to get in, leading to beta, if possible. Literally just go, we've got this planned in this order. And I think it's time that they laid stuff out like that, at least in rough. We know stuff's going to move around, we know dates are going to change, but having that roadmap there, them saying that these are all the ships, there's a couple of secret ones, there's a couple of ones where we're going to be surprises, but these are the plans for everything going forward. Don't need to give dates, they just need it in kind of order that they foresee. And then they can, in the shorter term, show the next year, like 6 months to a year of this is where this is scheduled, this is where this weapon's scheduled, this is where this ship's scheduled. I'd love to see that. I think that would be amazing, and I think that would give all of us a much better insight into what they're actually building. Twitch integration. So from a recent Digital Trends interview, they were talking about showing off at Gamescom some Twitch and streamer side features that they might have with StarCitizen. So hopefully we should see that there. Procedural city tech. They've mentioned procedural cities but haven't showed anything off yet. If it's ready by the time Gamescom comes around, I suspect to see a demo of that. Procedural cities for me are almost as big as the procedural planet tech in general. New systems and jumping. So I suspect that we're going to see something maybe about the new systems that are coming into the game. I'm talking about star systems and the jumping mechanics of literally going through the wormy holes and jumping to the next systems. I'd hope to see some demos or prototypes of jumping between systems at that time. That'd be great. That's more of a hope than anything else. Site updates. Another couple of things that make sense to show at Gamescom would be the unveiling of the new website and the new stats page. The StarCitizen website has needed updating for ages now, and they've been working on a unified, accurate stats page for all of the ships too. It makes sense that with 3.0 going live and Gamescom that they go wham bam, here's a revamped website, man. They have also talked about getting a new referral system, or new referral rewards at the lower end that are much more obtainable, so they will possibly show them off then. But that's kind of my expectations for Gamescom. I do expect to see lots of cool planet tech, because that's something that is pretty cool, and I do expect to see some pretty cool gameplay mechanics, and a little bit of the future of Star Citizen in the shorter term. Well, what do you expect to see at Gamescom from Star Citizen? I do expect some extra surprises as well. Consistently, Gamescom has been pretty great for Star Citizen reveals and content though, so expect something pretty awesome. Every month we give away a ship. For July, it's a Nox Q. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my Star Citizen videos during that month. Do you have any questions about Gamescom, or about Alpha 3.0, or about CitizenCon, which will happen afterwards, and the Lumberyard, or Stars Engine, or other stuff, or Star Citizen's development in general, anything? You can chuck it in the comments below. A special thank you to my patrons for allowing me to create the amount of content I do. If you are interested in becoming one of them, then please find the link to Patreon below,
Dr.
as well as
Oresta.
everything else we've talked about as well. Pew! Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.
So. Waren mal wieder ein paar beeindruckende Bilder, solange wie wir gerade noch auf das Schlachtfeld hier warten, auf einen weiteren Mitstreiter. Muss ich echt mal sagen, sehr schöne Bilder. Zwar dachte ich jetzt nicht, dass er jetzt nur Englisch quatscht, aber ja, so ist es halt im Leben nochmal. So, dann switchen wir mal wieder zurück. Und gucken wir nochmal, im Spiel hat sich bis jetzt noch niemand dazu gefunden. Und eventuell, solange wir mal noch warten, gucke ich nochmal, ob ich den Space Jump für euch finde. Das fand ich nämlich heute sehr geil auf dem Livestream. Den Base Jump. Mal gucken, ob wir den finden. Ob man den jetzt gleich auf die Anhieb finden, das ist immer so eine Sache, Leute. Oh, wir haben Mitstreiter. Wir haben einen Mitstreiter. Dann werden wir doch mal eine Runde
Vandal
fliegen.
swarm initiated.
Wie gesagt, wenn ihr gerne eine Runde mitspielen wollt, könnt mich gerne den Handle try adden.
Warning. There are multiple
Und
hostiles
zusammen eine Runde
inbound.
Race machen, eine Runde Battle oder auch eine Runde Arena, je nachdem,
Contact.
worauf ihr Lust hättet. Wow, ist klar, auf mich wird schon geschossen, Leute. Ich muss mich mal kurz verkrümeln. So, wo haben wir sie denn? Da sind sie. Und ihr seht, ich treffe jetzt ein bisschen besser als Bots, weil die NPCs sind doch nicht so ganz krass befliegen. Wir haben schon den ersten. Und er ist geplatzt. Das meinte ich eben, darum bin ich lieber in Vandal Swarm oder halt in dem Piraten-Ding unterwegs. Sozusagen, um erstmal sich einzuschießen und auch mit dem Controller klar zu kommen. Wie gesagt, ich habe den noch nicht so lange geschafft, Master. Das Set mit den Waffen. Da gerade eben hat das Schuss nicht reagiert. Er müsste aber jetzt mal echt schneller sein. Krasse Flugmanöver, schön ausmanövriert. Der Große. Wo ist er? Ich hab das Augen voll an der Arme. Hätte man die näher ziehen müssen. Wir hätten uns abbremsen sollen. Mist, das war nicht dick. Das könnte wehtun. Bremsen. Ich will. Wo ist er hin? Da ist er. Wenn ihr auf den TS kommen wollt, ich bin momentan. Nein! Oh, aber er ist geplatzt wenigstens. Ich bin momentan auf dem XO.11. TS wird auch eingeblendet im Dings. Squidgy, also ich fliege momentan, ich kann es ja mal kurz zeigen, ist ja nicht so schlimm. Ich fliege momentan mit den Trustmaster. Ich weiß gar nicht, das ist der genaue, der T16000 MFCS mit dem Combo. Warte mal, ich stelle das gerade mal wieder zur Seite. Mit dem Combo-Modul, ich hoffe, man kann es etwas erkennen. Also mit dem Schubregler, mit dem sogenannten TWCS Throttle. Also ich finde, es ist wirklich geil, weil man eben kombinieren kann. Ich könnte so sagen, ich nehme nur den Throttle und steuere den Rest mit der Maus. Ich kann mal kurz zeigen. Also jetzt steuere ich komplett mit der Maus. Und kann den Controller links weglassen. Ich habe jetzt bloß halt eben keine Rollfunktion mehr auf die vorderen Flügeltasten gelegt. Aber das würde halt eben auch funktionieren. Ich finde es halt sehr schön, dass halt StarCitizen sehr viele Controller-Eingaben erkennt. Und dass man dementsprechend sehr viel rumtesten kann. Oh, das wird eng. Scheibenkleister. Brems ab. Aber dennoch krass, dass die Mustang Delta so viel auch aushält. Ich habe auch jetzt dadurch eine Waffe verloren, sehe ich das richtig? Wo war er denn? Da ist er.